Yeah, so I've had a lot of time lately because I haven't been on the pump, running a pump truck. So I'll just run you through these. I make lots of things, like I'm quite of a bit of an arty person. So these are a pair of Levi 501s, and they have some leather suspenders on them to hold them up. And these were, they were dynamic cowhide pants that I had, and so I cut them all up, and I've sewn the leather on the inside and like riveted it down and put like triple nylon stitching to hold it all together. And so like they're actually lined on the butt with full leather, and if we flip them right inside out on the knees as well, on the knees on the inside, and running right down the shin to almost the end of the cuff, so like almost the full front is leather on the inside. And I've got these little pockets here that you can actually put knee pads in, which is pretty sweet, but I don't really use knee pads because I find them to be bulky and annoying. But yeah, 501s, and they're just stylish. You can't really tell, they're just normal they look like normal 501s, like when you're just wearing them around on your bike, but they're actually all fully leather lined. And I want to put some Kevlar lining. I want to make some Kevlar lining ones as well, but I'm unsure really when I'm going off there. I just want everything to sort of be stabby, slidey proof, like my gear, without looking like I'm a fucking Power Ranger. So yeah, that's where we're at. I fucking love these, and like all they're riveted on, and I stitched everything like a safety belt, like so. I don't know if you can fucking see that, but yeah, it's got like you put like a Z stitch or a J stitch, like a safety belt, so it's got mean rip strength. And yeah, it all just like will stay in there, like having a pair of leather pants on that you can't really tell. And leather pants, they're just like normal jeans. Wee. Always wool socks, bro. And I've been working on another thing, like a wool inner slip lining. So I just usually wear like a wool underlayer anyway as a slip lining, like, you know, under a race car driver. When you're a race car driver, you wear like a full wool suit underneath your overalls, or a silk suit, something that's flame proof, and it slips, so you don't fucking give yourself nasty hematomas. Like when you hit the deck, it's got movement before, like, and now so I've got a triple slip liner effectively on these jeans. So we've got the cotton edge, which will just tear up, but it's still slip. Then we've got the leather, which slides, and then we've got the inner layer, which also slides. So the pads aren't really the thing. The armored pants aren't really. They just absorb a little bit of impact. What you're really trying to do is avoid bite, which is actually what moves the muscle and breaks all the tendons and flesh. And you might say, oh, you're preparing to fall off, but I've fallen off many times. So I'm not. I mean, yeah, you got to prepare for the worst out here in this world. And it's nice to be stab proof. That's why I have full Kevlar gear as well. But I want to sort of like, hopefully if this other thing I'm doing with I like making clothes, it's like artistic, but hopefully this other thing that I'm doing with this clothing label thing I'm trying to work on goes well, then I can make some fully armored gear, like ballistic armored gear that you just wear around. And so like a normal person, like gear that looks like normal stuff, but it's all Kevlar lined, and it's got strategic polyurethane plates in it, so to stop stabbies and bang bullets, that kind of thing, with the Kevlar lining. So I'm just sort of working on that. I think it's something I've been working on for fucking years. But the wool suit I like motorcycle gear and I like armored gear. Maybe because I just live in the hood and my life has always been like weird gangster style things happening all the time. So which is why I have such a weird interest in all this. But yeah, the Kevlar gear is definitely the dream. And I think I can pay for that by making like silly t-shirts. And then, yeah, that's kind of like my little business plan while I'm a side hustle, you could say, that I really want to make it to a mainstay. But yeah, isn't that cool? And they're just, you know, vintage jeans, bro. 501, whatever linings. Maybe hit me up if you want me to make you a pair. I don't know how much it'll cost, what a pair of 501s cost. You just go to the shop, try on a pair of 501s, get a size too big, and then it's probably about $100 worth of leather, $150 worth of leather. So it's $250, and then probably like $250 worth of labour to sew it all together. Another $100 if you want suspenders on them, I suppose. So fuck, it's actually quite expensive if you think about it. It's like let's say you can make you a pair of these sort of jeans for like a G. Fuck, a G. But I mean, what do you buy for a G anyway? A pair of Dainese that are made in fucking China these days? I mean, it's kind of gross, full of like gross plastics. I'm talking about using natural fibers. Like we're talking about leather, cotton, and wool. And I want to put a wool lining on the inside of these as well. That's permanent. That's sort of like just out of old wool blankets that you find from the op shop or something. Yeah, like so you know you got 100% New Zealand merino lining that's thick as fuck. So these are like going to be winter pants. That's the idea eventually. But at the moment they're all season. I just love them as is. Oh, also on the back of these, I've sewn on leather pockets on the back, so it's sort of like a double layer of leather. I forgot about that. And I used to use nylon stitching for these ones, and I think I pinned the corners quite heavily with some special leather like material. Oh fuck, that one's no, it's all there. And yeah, so we've got leather outside. So it's the only real way you could tell that they're really different from 501s. I just figured like it's cool to have a double layer of leather because my butt all used to get sore when I was riding shittier motorcycles, but now on Katana-san it's comfy as. But yeah, that's cool, like a second pocket, also working as a slide pad when you hit the tar seal, which hopefully never happens. Touch wood.